Welcome to the Gamers Who Sports podcast. We're gamers talking sports. You know, Gamers Who Sports. Josh, I like the background this week. I can tell it's not your house.
How do you know this?
The fact that you're apparently missing an arm now. First off,
Hey! We don't talk about that.
we bad accident. Don't want to remember it. So yeah, Josh is over to my right, and Ryan is down front and center. Hi, Ryan. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing? You know what? You guys can call me Mr. Masters.
We will not do that.
No, we can call you Mr. Miscut. That's about all we'll be calling you.
That's right. Well, I was going to get to that a little bit later on in the show, even at the cliffhanger.
If anything,
How
you
you
can
guys
call
do-
me Mr. Masters.
All right.
Here we go.
My name's Kenny.
Before we get started here, obviously, what did he say?
He's like, I'm Kenny. That was good. That was good.
So before we dive any further, let's address the elephant in the room. Cody's not here.
Always
this week.
a fucking elephant in the room.
Well, keep letting it in. Cody's not here this week. He won't be here next week. He won't be here the following week. But
He'll be gone long enough for no one to remember him.
Well, that's true. That's true. He did, however, want me to leave you with a quote this week, and that is, "The Angels have a better record than the Tigers and Cubs." End quote.
Okay. Isn't he from Tennessee?
Yeah.
He is from Tennessee, but what baseball team do you want him to pull for?
He can pull these nuts is what he can do.
We all know the Tigers are going to suck this year.
I can tell just by looking at him that he has soft hands.
Ooh, a tisket, a tasket, put the lotion in the basket.
That's right, or else he gets the hose again. You know what? Let's
Mighty
be
Ducks
honest.
reference.
Even if they put the lotion in the basket, you're still getting the hose.
That's true. I mean, that's true. I'd imagine that being pretty accurate.
I'm just saying. What stops you?
Well, obviously, I am in a different room. This is my actual bedroom for a change that I'm finally in because all of our hurricane remodel is finished.
Yeah,
New
and I'm
roof.
sure all our fan will love to know that.
Yeah, new roof, new drywall. That's great, Josh. If I wanted any more lip from you, I'd rattle my zipper. But behind me, in the left corner of your screen, you'll see like a big white spot. There was a TV there. It decided to take a shit yesterday. Really pissed me off. So I'm in a foul mood today.
You don't have a TV right now?
I do. It's very small. It's the one I've been using for the last couple weeks while everything's been going on. So I'm back to square one. I actually did drop the TV off at the TV repair shop, which still exists. I did not know it was still a thing. But
you're getting your TV repaired?
Yes, because I'd rather spend $100 than $300.
What terrible TV would you get for $300?
I have no. Well, there you go. There you have
it. My bathroom TV costs more than that.
Well, there you go. Not all of us are so well off, Josh.
I'm not well off. The family, but I do get to watch shit while I shit, which is pretty cool.
I can do that from my phone, and it's handheld, and I can move it to any angle I wish.
I got Roku.
Yeah, so do I. My TV was a Roku TV that I got for $300.
Yeah, I'm talking about
on your phone, any angle.
Nah, I like surround sound. I like to turn it up, and
I have
when I'm
surround sound
dropping
right behind me.
A dirt snake, like I don't want to have to hear that stuff. So turn it up a little bit.
I also have a Nintendo Switch back there, if you can see that. But
good to see you back in your room, AJ.
Thank you. So eventually there will be like some background back here at some point, but we'll see how that goes. Schedule for the upcoming week. It's just us three this week. It'll be just us three next week. Undecided if there'll be a show the following week because I will not be in the country and Cody won't be here again. Then the following week, we will be back to a normal show. Everything should be back to normal. As normal as it can be with this motley crew. Specifically looking at the person to my right when I say that.
So Geraldo Jr. will be joining us again?
Geraldo Jr. will be joining us again, much to Josh's dismay.
What a mullet having tallywhacker.
Whoa!
Here's the thing.
Whoa!
You have a Tennessee waterfall. It's a step above.
I'm not even from Tennessee.
Doesn't matter. You wear it well. He wears it like Joe Dirt.
Joe Dierte? I got the poo on me.
I'm just going to razz on him the entire show.
I think we should. He's not here to defend himself.
I mean, let's be honest. You've seen him. Even if he is here, you think that matters?
No, that's true too. He's ever
I
since
will
Thou Who
razz
Shall
on him all day.
Ever since Thou Who Shall Not Be Named has left the show, we have had to find our new punching bag, and it is.
Are you talking about Yoko?
Yoko. Oh God, it'd be so much more funny if Josh's entire backside of his body is not fading off into the background.
It's a great description of my life as a whole.
It's like Thanos just snapped his fingers, and there you go.
Yeah. After 5 o'clock, my successful side fades away. You're left with this shell of a douche.
Or trying to play guitar at a prom as your picture starts to fade away.
So we miss out on what everyone else sees from 7 o'clock to 4 o'clock, and we get this.
Yep.
Oh boy. Well, with that all being said, I think we should get into this week in sports. This week in sports, we got some stuff to go over. We haven't been around in a couple weeks. First and foremost, as the team on my jersey has done, they have proven to be the best regular season team in NHL history. The Boston Bruins break the 1977 Montreal Canadiens points record and the 1990 and 2020 Tampa Bay Lightning wins record. So, thus owning sole possession of both records.
There you go.
Yeah.
Tongue twister.
Easy for me to say. For the NHL regular season, and they are the greatest regular season NHL team in history. The only problem with that is they will be eliminated in the first round of the playoffs.
Obviously not the greatest.
Also, you're calling it right now? Eliminated first round?
I have called it for the last 6 months, Ryan.
Okay, all right.
I got to stick with it. However, I mean, this is a magnificent jersey.
Little bear.
Yeah. Such a great jersey. Brad Marchand, probably the best pest in the NHL.
First of all, if we want to have international fans, stop calling it a frickin' jersey.
Sweater, I'm sorry.
There you go.
Attaboy.
No.
Just his head. It's so funny.
And I was gone. Magic. Hey guys, you want to see a magic trick?
Well, I'm gone. Oh, I'm back again.
But yes, congratulations to the Bruins there, AJ. By the way, 2 great goaltenders to do this in Swayman and Ullmark. So you got a chance in the playoffs. If one struggles, lean on the other guy. I think they said Ullmark is going to be the starter, if I'm not mistaken, AJ.
Wait a minute.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Time out. Did Zed Coulter just say if one, whatever else you just said, if one was due? Oh my God.
Hey, Josh.
Play out.
We, the people.
That's right.
God.
That happens.
Look like
yes, I think
Knuckles.
Oh, sweet.
Oh my God.
Before or after?
Oh, definitely post our current day.
Okay.
Oh, no. I guess this is gonna be an off the rails episode this week.
But this shit was bound from the start.
Let's talk NHL. Yes, Ryan, did your team make the playoffs?
Yes, they did.
Josh, did your team make the playoffs?
Yeah, they did.
Did they?
Yeah, they bought tickets for the 3rd row.
Oh, was it even close?
I'll put it this way. Let's say we threw Wish.com Zed Coulter out there. He would probably have a better shot at making the playoffs than my team did.
You guys are good with it.
Oh my God. I'm looking at it.
58
points? 58 points is all you guys could muster up this year?
They're winning the draft lottery too, and they're taking Connor Bedard.
Who?
The Hawks. Connor Bedard will be a Chicago Blackhawk. If anybody hasn't seen highlights of him, look him up. They're calling him the next generational talent.
Well, we got rid of Patty Kane, man. After that,
Yeah.
it's all downhill. And I'm pretty sure Taves ain't coming back either.
Oh, he's gone. I can
breaks
tell you,
my
he's
heart.
gone.
He's retiring.
Is he retiring?
Yeah. Yeah.
Health issues.
That's what
That's
those
right.
what the rumblings around the city have been.
Does that make you sad?
I mean, not if you compare it to other stars leaving organizations around the Chicagoland area. I'd have to put this at probably a mid-tier. I mean, if you really want to talk about sadness, let me bring you back to the summer of 21. And it was the trade deadline for a specific team that I love dearly. And the organization decided to get rid of every freaking player, including our water boy, in a span of like
Addison
4
Russell.
hours. No, we got rid of Addy well before all that
I
stuff
know.
went down.
I know.
But it was like, hey, you like Javi Baez? Yeah, I like Javi. He's gone. You like Chris Bryant? Well, he's gone. You know Kyle Schwarber? Yeah. He's gone. How about Anthony Rizzo? Oh, he's our captain. We'll never get rid of him. He's gone too. What about, Ned the Water Boy? Yeah, we got rid of him too. We sent him to Baltimore.
So I was gonna ask you if Taze, which one's more like Rizzo? Is it Taze or is it Kane?
Taves.
Is it?
Yeah, because that's the captain. You of all people understand the importance of a captain logo.
All right. Well, I guess this would be a time, Josh, for you to rank the Chicago sports figures.
As far as what?
Just rank them. Like, give me a 1 through 4.
Of which sport?
Taze, Kane, Rizzo, Jay Cutler.
Oh, I hate you more than more. Well, obviously, number one is Michael Jordan.
For the Bulls, it's Michael Jordan. For the Blackhawks, it's Taves. For the White Sox, no one cares. For the Cubs, it was Anthony Rizzo.
Oh, Frank Thomas, man. You can't hate on Frank Thomas. Come on.
For the Bears, there's only really one person that you can name. Only one.
Kyle Orton.
Jim McMahon, the spunky quarterback.
Wasn't he like the luckiest quarterback ever?
No, that's Jay Cutler and Rex Grossman.
No. The luckiest quarterback ever was like Terry Bradshaw was the luckiest quarterback ever. Trent Dilfer.
No, I got one that'll trump all of them.
What's that?
I got one that'll trump all of them there, buddy. You ready? Jimmy G!
Luckiest quarterback of all time.
How do you consider him lucky, though?
3 Super Bowl rings without even stepping on the field.
That's a different thing.
Like he's the Brian Scalabrine of football.
Scalabrine actually saw the court.
I mean, he saw it from the bench.
No, man.
He played when he was in New Jersey against the Pistons.
That's
He was
because no
going
one
ape
was
shit.
in New Jersey. They were going to bring in the popcorn guy from Section 206 at that point.
Bro, the crowd goes wild every time Brian Scalabrine tore off those tearaways. Nobody did it better.
Man, he's the only person that can make himself go slow motion in real life. Everybody knows that.
Wasn't he on a Bulls team?
Yes, he was.
I was going to say.
He was on the team that went to the playoffs with Derrick Rose and
Oh, boy. How far did his ankle last in that one?
Oh, man. Wicker Man. He's one of those ones where it's like, I'm healed. I'm injured again. He's worse than Anthony Davis and Zion Williamson and every other player that's ever been injured more than they play.
Well, I mean, if switching gears to a different sport, the Yankees have 2 pitchers that still have yet to see the field.
But you're the Yankees.
Yeah, one of them costs like $136 million.
Oh. Which one was that?
Rodon.
Rodon.
Wasn't he on the White Sox before?
He was on the White Sox, then he went to the Giants, and then we signed him in the offseason. We really took San Francisco's heart and soul. We
Dude,
stole Aaron Judge
seriously.
right out from under him, then grabbed their best pitcher.
Like, their national anthem for the entire year should be the sad Hulk music. I swear to God. It's like, do you guys like Aaron Judge? Wait, we got Aaron Judge? No.
No, we had him for like a minute.
I don't think so.
Do you,
Hey, do you think
do you
the
guys
Giants
like Carlos
retire?
Correa? Yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah, we didn't get him either.
We had him for a day.
What about Rodon? Yeah, he's been pretty good. Yeah, we got rid of him.
Do you think that when all's said and done in Aaron Judge's career, the Giants retire his number that he was never introduced with?
Giant for a day.
Yeah, Giant for 10 minutes. Giant for as long as John Heyman left the tweet up. I was about to say Paul Heyman.
No, dude, I would be petty as hell as the Giant organization when he went into the Hall of Fame, because you know he's going to. Like they'll show his career stats, and I would have it right between 22 and 23, like a little asterisk. San Francisco Giants, 10 minutes.
Oh man.
How can he be a lifetime Yankee captain when he hasn't been a lifetime Yankee player?
Asterisk on the lifetime part of all this. He was a Giant for 5 minutes.
That's all they can afford him for.
You got to see San Francisco Bay and then went back to New York.
That's not even a cup of coffee stint. That's like standing in line for the coffee stint.
Yeah. He got shipped out of town with a quickness.
So does that do it for the NHL talk? All things considered, is that all we want to talk about? With
the ice is cold and the net is
stiff,
made of twine.
Oh, made of twine, even better. Stiff twine.
Playoffs start Monday.
Playoffs
I can barely contain myself.
I don't even know who the Bruins play yet because they don't even know who they play yet. It all depends on how the rest of the week goes.
Are we?
I will say something
through playoff season.
What's that?
Are you not going to cut your beard through the playoffs?
Nope, we're growing it all out. Every bit of it.
Oh, God. You too, Ryan?
Of course.
What are you today? Are you a Red Wings fan or an Oilers fan? Ah, good man.
I will trim up my facial hair on Friday, and then I will not touch it till the actual full NHL playoffs are over.
Or your team is eliminated.
No. I do it differently because it's a very slim chance the Bruins ever make the Stanley Cup, so I just keep it growing throughout.
Are the Rangers in the playoffs?
They are.
Yes, they are.
All right, Patty Kane.
Oh, good God.
I tell you one thing, though, what the NHL playoffs need to do is go back to the 1-8, 2-7, 3-6, 4-5 matchups instead of the matchups how they have it by conference now.
Well, it doesn't matter. One always plays 8 now.
Oh, I know. Well, but still, like you're seeing a rematch between Toronto and Tampa Bay. We all know how that's going to turn out.
Do we? Toronto choke job.
Exactly, AJ.
I think Toronto gets them this year.
Can we all put our money together and buy Dave a Maple Leafs jersey?
I would be 100% in for it.
We can with the guidelines that he had to take a picture of it and send it to Tony the second that he got it.
You know, realistically, we can find a wholesale website if you get what I'm saying and get it fairly cheap.
That's fine. I think
it won't fit him. It will not fit him. It'll be like a 2X and it'll fit like a large.
So it'll be like fat guy in a little coat.
There you go.
Nice. I like it.
I love this. This is a great idea.
Yeah. Like that, or we need to make a patch like Toronto Maple Leafs fan, bandwagon fan since 22.
Honorary fan.
You know, like when we go on tonight, I need to remind Tony that right around this time last year, Dave pledged his allegiance to the Leaf Nation.
Dave did the whole "we the people."
Oh God. I'll tell you something right now, and I know it's off subject, but I haven't had that much joy as seeing the look of just sadness and an ability to see into the future as I saw on Tony's face when Dave said that. Oh, you saw all the hope for that postseason.
You didn't even see it, but you knew what it looked like.
Oh, you didn't see it, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You could see it. Like, oh, you could
feel Sad Panda over the mic.
I do like our buddy Boom's response to all that, like, because he's also a Maple Leafs fan, and he's like, if I don't hear Dave say it, it didn't happen. Therefore, I don't believe it.
Oh, God, it was amazing.
But you need to believe it, my friend, because I guarantee it's happening again. Actually, better yet, being that we are all in here and we're having fun. We're having fun! We're having fun. I'm going to type in our little Xbox group chat. Dave, are you pulling for the Leafs this year?
Oh, I already know where this is going, and I love every bit of it.
Oh, man. I mean, some people just like to watch the world burn, and that's exactly what we're doing here. Now we wait for that response, and we'll get back to you with what it is.
What? Oh, God. I know I'm just sitting here thinking about how much joy I'm going to get out of hearing the excitement escape Yoko's
Am I an ass
voice.
for bringing this up?
I brought it up too, so.
I feel bad for every Maple Leaf fan out there as Ryan is gone again.
Bye-bye!
Paging
This
Ryan.
feels right.
Paging Ryan.
I'm just saying, this feels right.
Going once. Twice.
Das Boot!
Sold it your way. Oh, Josh. Whoa.
We the people.
Oh, God.
Come back.
We the people. We the people.
Oh, this show's fun.
I'm trying to go in through my phone. See if that'll work.
Well, I'd say we move on to some Masters talk while we wait
Yes.
for a response. So let's talk about the Masters. Let's talk about how Ryan missed the cut. Cody picked people who I had never even heard of before.
And obviously neither did the leaderboard.
And one missed the cut, one finished at like bottom of the barrel. I picked 2 of the 4-day winners. Just so happened it wasn't the days that mattered, because Josh picked the 2 best finishing Masters picks. So Josh, what did you think of the Masters?
Didn't see a single hole.
No, you didn't. Now talk about it.
Well, I was busy that weekend, so I wasn't able to watch it, but I stayed on it with the updates from our Twitter handle, which is @GamersDoSports. Give us a follow. But hey, you can never rule out Phil Mickelson. I'm sorry, even if you don't know who's playing, I work with him. So.
You can't help Phil Mickelson, especially when he's in a PGA Tour event, which is only one a year.
Hey, well, now he's with the Saudi group, isn't he?
Yeah, that's why
making oil money,
which still doesn't make sense to me, the way that their matches or tournaments work. But whatever.
Well,
it'll die out.
I was listening to pardon the interruption, and Wilbon said one thing that actually made sense. He said that with the success of the Saudi players in the Masters and at other tournaments, it's not out of the realm of possibility to think that this could possibly be a bridge to bring both groups into one thing. To bring them in to actually compete at tournaments.
I doubt that happens, man. I mean, I know Wilbon said it, but I can't see it. There's too much hate between the 2 groups right now.
It's like the Bloods and the Crips of the golf world.
If you haven't yet, check out, I think it's Full Swing on Netflix. That dives deep into it's like a reality show sort of for the PGA Tour, and
which no one ever asked for.
No one ever asked for, but it's really good.
Really?
And it's like the F1 Drive to Survive stuff, but it's for the PGA Tour. And a lot of it is centered around the rivalry between the PGA and LIV. There's some deep shit in that.
I was surprised some of those guys were able to golf at Augusta. Like Mickelson, DeChambeau, and all them
I
Guys
think
that went
Augusta
over.
has like a whole
Are
separate
you
set
talking
of
about
rules,
there's going to be
right?
like brawls at the 9th green?
9th
Dude,
green at
that'd be
9, man.
awesome.
Stay away from it. The 9th green at 9. Always stay away from it.
Well, I was always told if you show up at the 9th green at 9, you have to bring your own knife.
I have also heard that. I am upset that I have not gotten a response yet on our issue. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about Brooks Koepka. Brooks Koepka was the player of the tournament.
You got the jacket?
Absolutely kicking ass. Round 1 kicked ass. Round 2 kicked ass. Round 3 little sluggish, not as great, and then round 4 the pure collapse happened.
Yep.
Brooks Koepka blames slow play from the players in front of him as the reason to why everything happened. And I consider that a bitch move. What about you guys?
Would definitely have to agree, but a lot of them guys do that when they're leading their claps, and they're always going to blame it on slow play. Try to speed the guys up in front of us. They always do that. I remember, I think it was a tournament. Jordan Spieth was leading, and he had a sizable lead, but he was starting to collapse. He still ended up winning the tournament, but he told the guys in front, "Hey, you guys got to pick up the pace." He was even talking to the marshals on the grounds, to the officials, "Hey, get these guys moving because of daylight and everything like that." But it's just what happens when you're under pressure.
I mean, is it slow play, or is it the fact that you're playing 36 holes of golf in one day? I
I
mean,
think it's because he's playing shitty too. So
yeah, that too. Josh, what do you think? Or should I not even come to you here?
hey, AJ, I wanted to bring up a guy. I don't know if you have this guy mentioned. How about the amateur Sam Bennett?
Sam
He was
Bennett
in the
was
final.
he was a part of the
Would
Patrick Cantley group, which Brooks
Yep.
Koepka was bitching about for playing too slow.
Yep.
Ironically
Well,
enough.
that too. But he was on the final pairing on Saturday before the weather hit, and then yeah, amateur. He was a chance to win the green jacket. Unfortunately, he fell off. Finished 16th. Had a hero's welcome when he got back to school. Was in Butler Cabin as the top amateur, which is kind of cool. Butler Cabin, Jim Nance here in the tradition like any other on CBS.
Let's go through. There's a lot of big names that missed the cut and withdrew. So out of the withdrawn, Will
Rory.
Zalatoris, who withdrew like what 4 holes in. Kevin Na withdrew. Oosthuizen withdrew. Woods withdrew. But the missed the cut list is pretty
I know
crazy.
2 of them.
Bubba Watson, Sergio Garcia. I've lost my mark now. DeChambeau, Molinari, McIlroy, Kisner.
Yeah.
Like there is some big names that missed the cut for this, and the Masters lately, the best way I can describe it has turned into like the Daytona 500 each year. Instead of it being your usual suspects that win it, it's been a lot of guys who have either won maybe one major before or one tournament before or haven't won any before. And that's kind of the best comparison I can give it. John Rahm, I think this is only his second major win.
Well, I mean, it hasn't that been sort of par for the course with the Masters? It's always like a springboard of an amateur or someone who's right on that cusp of really being a household name. It seems to be the storyline that usually is around the Masters.
Yeah, but like I don't know when Woods came back and won, what was it, 18, 19?
Yeah, when they had to start early because they had threatening weather. When yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Were you shocked when Tiger Woods won that? I mean, were you actually shocked? It was cool as hell for his comeback to see him win, but were you actually shocked when you see Masters winner Tiger Woods pop up on your screen? No.
At that point in his career, yes.
What? Listen to how I'm saying it. Like, I mean, I get it. I get what he went through and all that. Great.
He got hit in the head with a... Oh, well.
Well.
Go there.
I mean, I'm looking at John Rahm's scorecard now, and for the amount of bogeys I see, he really recovered well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 bogeys for 4 rounds.
And that's one thing I do love about the Masters. It's always played in Augusta. Not like the U.S. Open. Oh, we're going to go here one year or here one year. The Masters is always at Augusta National. And that's what I love about watching the Masters.
Is that what you love about it?
You know
Not
it.
that it's a tradition like none other.
That was actually really well said, Josh.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You forgot the the dramatic,
What are
or
we doing here?
the peaceful music.
We don't have the music on cue. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't. Thank you, AJ.
The big Tiger news though was what he made 23 of straight cuts. That's
He made the cut. He's like withdrew right away.
or he's made 23 cuts in general. I don't know. It was something crazy.
What is it?
Same here.
1996 was the last time he missed the cut. So yes, he's made 23 straight cuts. 22 straight cuts. I'm sorry, my math is shit.
You look like he was hurt out there.
Yeah, I think it said that his plantar fasciitis is acted up again, which is, I guess, the injury that he's been recovering from for years now.
At a certain point, you got to be like, well, it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah. I think Tiger's probably at the point in his career where he's probably going to play a lot of the senior tour. Might come back to play Augusta once in a while if he feels up to it.
I think you'd see him at the U.S. Open.
U.S. Open's another good one that he used to win a lot, just like every other tournament. But
St. Andrews.
St. Andrews, another good one.
He's always played good at Sawgrass.
Sawgrass, yes and no. I don't know if he played in the Players this year. Did he?
No, I don't think he did.
I don't think Tiger Woods played in the Players this year.
I know he did something. Him and Charlie were doing something. The Pro-Am or something like that. Now that's going to be a good golfer right there, his kid.
Oh, I mean, Jesus, your dad's Tiger freaking Woods. You better be a good golfer.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he better be better than other famous sons.
Very good point.
Perhaps rank, Josh. What is your point here?
I'm gonna say because I can't lift all the way up. That's right. That's right, brother.
Well, since you're chomping at the bit, let's talk some WrestleMania.
Oh.
Josh, you have been waiting for this.
Hell yeah.
I don't know how long now, a couple weeks. What was your response as I stick a finger up to WrestleMania?
You know what? As a gentleman, I'm going to let Ryan go first on that.
Let me go first on WrestleMania talk. All right. I think it was one of the best WrestleManias we've seen in recent years. You start Saturday. You start off with Austin Theory, John Cena. Good opening contest. Get the crowd into it. Working your way up. Then Seth Rollins, Logan Paul. I don't care what anybody says about Logan Paul right now. Logan Paul is too damn good at wrestling right now. And I love it. He's a heel. He's a dick. Whatever you want to call it. Put on a great match with Seth Rollins. Go to the women's title match with Rhea and Charlotte. Great match. Hard hitting. Good finish. Right person won. Tag team main event. Nothing more needs to be said about that match. There is one knock I will have about Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens versus the Usos. Too many super kicks. Other than that, it was a fantastic match. Sammy kicking out of 1D, which nobody's done
Mute 'em.
before.
Super kick party. What?
There can never be too many super kicks.
Mute them. There
I
can
would
never be
ra-
too many super kicks.
There can only be one.
Nah.
But yeah, it was a great match, great finish. Glad they had Sammy and
He said it. I had to do it. It made no sense if he had did it while you weren't talking.
Thank you. One thing to say.
And we just got copyright. I'm gonna have to talk over this.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Acknowledge.
That's
Josh.
all you
Right.
gotta
Turn it off.
say.
Turn it off, Josh. You just gonna do that right there for a quick second. I don't want to get copyright.
to me the match of the day Sunday was the triple threat match between Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre.
I don't see you acknowledging anybody there, Ryan.
Ryan, who are you forgetting to acknowledge?
There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
I can't do it because you guys can't see me. I'm doing the We the People too in the process. But yes, the triple threat match was up there with one of the matches of the weekend. Gunther is on fire right now, and if anybody can take down Roman, it's Gunther. Hopefully they build up a good program with the two.
Yeah, not with
see
Vince
what
running
happens.
it. Not with Vince running it again.
It'll be Austin
Yeah,
Theory.
Hey, all right.
Austin Theory, that's true. It could be Austin Theory when all said and done.
But overall,
as overall, I give Logan Paul.
I give Mania 9 out of 10 this year.
I thought
9 out of 10.
I thought it was that good both nights.
I liked it, but I wouldn't give it a 9 out of 10.
The 6-woman tag match could have done without it. Lasted a little bit too long.
The female paycheck match.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
Hell in the Cell was good, but go ahead, AJ.
I don't think you're too off base in saying it's a 9 out of 10. I mean, I wouldn't rank it that. I'd probably go 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10.
I'd go like 6, 7.
It was a solid Mania. Probably my favorite Mania since 30. 31. What was the year that Rollins cashed in?
Oh, yeah. It was
31, right?
Louisiana, I think it was.
No, Louisiana was 30.
San Francisco.
So 31 was San Francisco. So 31 to me was probably the best Mania of recent memory up until this one. Like I thought this one was really good. Night 1, solid. Probably the better night was night 1. I thought the Owens and Zayn match versus the Usos is the best match of the night. You had the Pat McAfee beating the Miz, which anytime you see Pat McAfee's cool. You saw the sort of end of the Mysterio battle, which we still don't know whose father is whose at the end of that.
I think that we're going to see that all the way into SummerSlam.
Well, I think Josh, I think you're going to see the end of it at Backlash with that tag match. That'll probably be it. I think Gray's going to retire here soon-ish. But night 2. Let's talk about night 2.
Well, hold on. Before we go to night 2, I'd be, not doing justice if I didn't mention probably the match of the night, and that was Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley. That was a fantastic physical female match, and I think that that's something that needs to be given its credit. They brought it. That was a true main event style match. And, say what you will about Charlotte Flair, but the girl knows how to put on a show. Rhea Ripley, if anybody remembers back to the COVID WrestleMania, she lost to Charlotte Flair. So this was more of like under the line retribution storyline. And I think they played it well. So I gotta say that.
I'm not saying it was a bad match. I think it was a really good match. I just didn't mention anything about it. Yeah, I'd say that was good, but I think I'm trying to think back to the matches and which ones I really enjoyed.
Like, I'll be honest with you, I missed little key elements that's become traditional during the WrestleMania, and that's why I ranked it kind of as low as I did. You know, I didn't see the paycheck moments for all the legends, like seeing, you know, the Sheik or seeing, you know,
Shit, you ain't gonna see the Sheik on WWE like
no,
live anymore. That ain't gonna happen.
no. But you know what I mean. Like that was always a fun thing watching. Like they'd cut to the backstage and APA would be playing poker with like Disco Inferno and Psychosis, and
Was that WrestleMania 22 or was that
it was one
23?
of them. Or Mae Young doing a striptease.
Oh Jesus Christ!
You know, like I miss those. Those were funny. I will give the credit to whoever threw the rubber chicken into the ring on night 2 after Cody
And
lost.
Cody Rhodes finally mentioned on Raw this week about how he was laying in the middle of the ring with a rubber chicken.
Yes,
Felt like that wasn't the first time you could say something like that.
it's amazing, is what it is.
We're not talking about the main issue that be of WrestleMania. And that is that gimmick infringing son of a bitch, Shane McMahon, tearing his fucking quad in the middle of the ring, stealing from his father 20 years before.
Yeah, yeah, that was
Gi-
terrible.
Gimmick infringement at its finest.
Like that, if
Props
that
to
right there
Snoop.
shows you keep Shane McMahon in the back, I don't think anything will. Like he's less athletic than chubby Hurricane Helms. You know,
It
the
was Gregory
Hurricane,
Helms then.
yeah, the Hurricane Helms can't
The
even get off the
Hurricane.
couch anymore. Like he looks like he has a bee sting and he just swole up.
The buffet cane.
Yes, there you go. Part the line. There's a hurricane coming through.
Hand me your ladles. There's a hurricane coming through.
That's right. Extra helpings for the hurricane coming through.
Um,
Watch out for the snack bar.
props to Snoop Dogg for
Oh yeah,
playing it on the fly, which he gets a lot of credit for playing it on the fly, and it really wasn't
Yeah.
his idea because it was the referee telling him what to do.
No,
and
it was the cameraman.
Was it the cameraman that was doing it? I
Yes.
mean, I thought it was the referee, but even then, the cameraman, okay. Like, the cameraman was telling him what to do the whole time.
Like, I'm sorry, but you don't really realize how skinny Snoop is until he tries to do wrestling moves.
When he
my
does the punch,
God.
it's a. I mean, granted, Snoop did not look terrible.
Getting punched by Snoop Dogg is probably the closest thing you would get to like getting punched in the face by a bald eagle. Like just all claw.
Bro, but it's not like he was bad. Like, he actually looked half decent doing that. It wasn't as awkward and weird as you
Bro.
thought it would be.
It was terrible.
It was not as bad as you think it was.
I've seen better wrestling at the Special Olympics.
Oh God, I gotta do it now. Now I gotta do it. Wow. So, speaking of
I
Snoop
heard that
Dogg,
one.
speaking of Snoop Dogg, the Ray entrance was badass.
Yes,
Coming out in the
was.
lowrider.
Very
then
Eddie
you hear-
Guerrero.
Then you hear the Viva La Raza, and it was just perfect.
Dude, did you know that they used a clip from Auschwitz?
Yes, I heard that.
Yeah, dude.
I heard about that.
Dominic's entrance, they had to go online and apologize. Like, yeah, we're sorry. That was like where Hitler killed a bunch of Jews, so we can't have that. And we apologize. Like,
I thought that was a great entrance too.
it was a great entrance, but here's the thing, okay? You don't put a picture of the pathway to a death camp, okay? Like, I'm sorry, that's not a storyline builder.
They didn't read the
And
room too well.
or Dominic Mysterio didn't do hard time, okay?
Oh my
like-
God, you're bringing up such a good point because that first clip of him going to jail was like him asking Rhea to help him and get him out of jail because he won't last in jail. And then his entrance for WrestleMania is him acting like this big hard ass coming from jail. It was so stupid.
The only jail I would believe that he served hard time in is the one that they did Ernest Goes to Jail in.
I was gonna say the ones that they take you to when you like run onto the field at a baseball game, like in the bottom of the stadium. They hold you there until the game's over.
Do you remember back in like the late '90s, Ryan? They used to have like the hard hit videos. I wish someone would collaborate an entire video of just like streakers and people that run on the field just eating shit by a large security guard.
All with
See the guy at Dodger Stadium?
what is it? Kenny Harlan commentating it
Yeah,
Yep.
like
the whole time.
or Kevin Hart and Snoop Dogg, because Snoop's everywhere now.
Yeah, Snoop is everywhere. He's got a pretty good punch.
He's America's pimp, dude. That's what it is.
The final thing about WrestleMania, well, not the final thing. Let's talk about the Edge and Finn Balor thing. Like, I think that ladder shot was a receipt and a half.
Absolutely for cracking Beth. But
No. Earlier in that match, if you watch it back, when Balor's throwing chairs at Edge's head, I mean, he flings one that smacks Edge square in the face. And I think that ladder was a receipt for that.
well,
Dude, did you see they had to staple his head in the ring?
In the ring. Mega badass. Like, that's pretty metal of fucking Balor.
You see the aftermath on Twitter, too? The gash?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I thought it was a weak ladder match or weak Hell in a Cell match. And that's nothing, take nothing away from the two, but I think we've been spoiled over our 10-year of wrestling fans. Hell in the Cell matches were always really, really good, from storyline to violence to everything. I just felt that one was kind of rushed. They were being forced to stay within a time frame, and you can kind of see that both of them weren't really comfortable with the amount of time they were given, and it kind of looked rushed. So nothing against the two of them, but I just think that was poor booking at a WrestleMania stage when everything is so regimented.
The problem was it went on right before the main event, and if they had put that as the first match of the night, then you could kind of adjust everything in between after that, because everything from pretty much okay. So the Lesnar Omos match was okay, like
that
whatever.
Didn't even deserve to be on the WrestleMania card. Let's be honest.
Like whatever, it started the show. Cool, people are still coming in, finding their seats. Whatever. That SmackDown Women's WrestleMania Showcase match fucking sucked. That was terrible. That could have been just done on any SmackDown for that matter. The Gunther, Sheamus, McIntyre match, that was great.
Yeah.
The Belair, Asuka, kind of questionable how they finished that one.
I dig the direction they're bringing Asuka. They got to make her a villain.
Yeah, I don't think she lasts with the company personally, but
you what? Say that again.
I don't think she lasts with the company. I think she's gone.
You think so?
Yep.
She's going to New Japan.
I think so.
She'd be a badass in New Japan. I'm sorry for cutting you off, but she would.
You had 3 mega matches for night 2, and that should have got the focal point of it all. So the triple threat, the Hell in a Cell, and then your main event. And you should have spaced those out evenly. Hell in a Cell should have went on first. Triple threat should have went on right in the middle. Then you have the world title match. That's just me.
Speaking of the world title tradition, night 1, you heard all the old wrestlers kind of getting pissy about that.
What's that?
That they put a world championship match. Like, technically, if you really think about it, they can call it a co-main event, but Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair did not main event night 1.
No, but I think the bigger draw was the tag titles that night. Was it not? I mean,
I get that, but I mean, I just think that does some disservice to the person who won the Royal Rumble and is challenging at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but WWE's playing how hot each person is at the moment. Like, everyone's looking at the Bloodline story. I shouldn't say no one, but people are keeping an eye on the women's bout, but everyone's there for the meat and potatoes. That Bloodline possible collapse, Sammy trying to get his revenge, Kevin Owens coming to his best friend's aid, that kind of thing. And that, to me, is a bigger story. Honestly, and I might catch a lot of shit for this, the Mysterio storyline is deeper than Flair and Ripley. Like, that to me is a more interesting storyline. They did not build up that women's title match at all, whatsoever.
No, I think that they fell short on that too.
But when we come down to it, let's talk about night 2, main event. Was the right call made? Ryan. Josh.
With what? Oh,
I think that's a collective 3 yeses.
absolutely. Here's the thing. Can I input my opinion on this one, or you want to go ahead? I'll wait. Okay. We really need to think about this. Everybody's talking about Cody Rhodes winning the belt at Mania, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think about it from a business perspective. Okay. You take a guy that left your company, started up a new company that is competing against you and doing good numbers, let's be honest. Not great, but good. He comes back to the company and you streamline him right to the belt. Number one, what does that say about your company? What does that say about your current champion that you dethroned for him? What does that say about storytelling? I mean, that would have been a terrible decision to make. I think that ultimately, and some people may not agree with me when I say this, but I think when it comes down to it, Jey Uso is going to be the one that breaks the streak. And I think that's a perfect ending to it.
I thought it would have been great if instead of you having the bloodline interfere and Solo Sikoa coming in, or Sikoa coming in, it would have been great if Cody's going for the pin. 1, 2, smacked with a sledgehammer by Triple H. All 4, and somehow you get the clip of it or whatever. All for him breaking the throne several years ago at Double or Nothing when AEW first started and saying, no, not on my watch. You're not getting that title. Not after you disrespected me like that over at another company. That would have been just...
That would have been. But at the same time, man, as long as you don't put the belt on him, I don't think you have a black eye there.
No, undoubtedly, Roman deserved it. I didn't think that Cody deserved it from the very beginning because why is this guy coming in from another company and you are spoon feeding him everything? Here's what almost was either lead off or the last one. People remember the first match of Mania. People remember the last match of Mania. A lot of people forget what happens in between. So he was in that Seth Rollins match, like early on WrestleMania, night 1, I think. Dude, it was.
That
Ryan.
Was a good match.
Cool, great match, whatever. He's in a prime spotlight spot that he does not deserve to be in. That he was already, everyone knew he was going to be in that spot 4 months. Now you come through, fast forward, it's all about the Royal Rumble after he got hurt. Okay, cool. We all know Cody's going to win, but then you bring him out at number 30 and like just really jam it up everybody's ass on that one.
Yeah, it was the worst kept secret in wrestling. What I would have done is I would have had him lose. I would have kept Sammy with the bloodline through WrestleMania. And I would have had...
it was their way to get the bloodline to main event both nights.
You know, you should have done with Cody at Royal Rumble.
What I would have done is signed FTR when they were free agents and brought them in for WrestleMania to go against the Usos. That's what I would have done. And then have the Sami Zayn storyline play out after WrestleMania leading up to a SummerSlam match. And then have... Because they got to split up those titles, to be honest with you. But we'll see what they do with the draft coming. That might be the introduction for a new belt.
Yeah. I mean, I know they want to bring in the big Eagle belt.
They want to bring what back?
The old big Eagle belt, like a modern spin on it. The belt of the 90s.
Yeah, I remember it.
You guys see that guy's reaction
to the Shawn Michaels Eagle belt.
Continuing with like the whole Cody thing, and then so like you spoon feed him the Rumble win, and then you're just spoon feeding him all the way to the main event of WrestleMania. I am so glad they went the direction of Roman Reigns winning.
Absolutely.
Acknowledge him. Fucking
I
acknowledge.
love the guy's reaction. Did you guys see the reaction of the dude beating up the
Just
chair?
pissed. Just so pissed.
Oh, that was great.
By the
What
way,
they should have done. Go ahead.
the one guy who is not here picked Cody Rhodes to win and was pissed he lost, and that makes it even better.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, what they should have done with Cody at Rumble, a number that's never won. Say a number 5 or 6 or something like that. That's never won. That's how you bring Cody back. That's how you spoon feed him to Mania and have him lose like he did.
Why, Ryan? Because everyone's gonna know as soon as the commentary drops. Well, no one's ever won from this spot before. You're like, oh well, no shit. Cody's gonna win from this spot.
But
okay.
I would rather see that and have him come out at 30 like he did.
Yeah.
Oh, they
make
did
him come in at
spoon
1.
feed him.
Make him come in at 1. Make him last the whole hour.
Just like Gunther.
You know what's been a giant disappointment, and I'm so heartbroken by it, is Bray Wyatt. I don't know what the hell happened, but
he's done.
Had one match, and that was it. A whole bunch of BS for what?
Vincent Kennedy McMahon is why.
You think so? Well,
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Vince was letting him have the creative freedom that he deserved.
another one that disappeared after all the bullshit is Johnny Gargano went back down to NXT.
Yep. I
You
don't know.
know?
I think Vince is going to destroy the company from the inside out. Now, however, if he steps back, lets Triple H take over, I think they're in an okay spot. But that's
He's not going to because he's a control freak.
I know. With that does it for the week in sports. In the Rough coming up next. Welcome back to the Gamers Do Sports podcast. In the Rough. Ryan, go ahead, hit it. Josh, who was in your rough this week?
Be honest with you, I hate to say it, but I'd have to go with the St. Louis Cardinals with the worst record in the National League.
Is that true?
Yes, it is. Look it up.
Hang on.
Big expectations. So far, no delivery.
They are no longer the worst team in the National League.
No?
Cincinnati Reds, 4-6. Actually, so are the Nationals at 4-9. The Phillies at 4-8. So just because they have a win, which probably came today, they are no longer the worst team.
Wow. That's good for them,
but I do agree with you. Like,
yeah.
Okay, like that's not good.
Or I'm going to be honest with you, it's been a couple weeks since we've had a show. Let me throw one more out there.
Okay.
The New York Jets.
Still haven't got Aaron Rodgers, have they?
No, they haven't got shit. They lost on OBJ.
They spent a lot of money on some guys. They still don't have.
They're the San Francisco Giants of the NFL.
They're those people, okay? And some of you listeners probably are these people who will go to a restaurant at night just for the appetizers, just for the half-priced apps.
Assholes.
That's all you're there for. 10 o'clock at night, they close the grill shuts off at 11, and you're rolling in there for the half-price apps. That's what the New York Jets are right now. Half-price apps.
Yeah. Very good.
Ryan,
I like that.
who is in your rough?
All right. I in the rough is a gentleman. I don't know the guy's name, but told us, Tony, or the one we won't mention, that
you just mentioned him.
I know I did. I fucked up. All right. But this guy is telling us that Jeff Okuda is a generational talent. Jeff Okuda was traded yesterday to the Atlanta Falcons for a 5th-round draft pick. So you, my friend, who think Jeff Okuda is a generational talent, you are in the rough. AJ.
My rough's really easy this week. It's Brooks Koepka, dude. How do you choke that? How do you choke a significant lead in the Masters for your first green jacket, I think it would have been. I don't think
You
he's won the
believe so?
Masters before. How do you choke that so bad? And then whine like a little bitch afterwards that the people in front of you were playing too slow. Like, whatever excuse you can make other than, hey, I played like ass.
Can I
Like
throw
that.
one more into the rough?
Go ahead. Why not? Why not?
Cody.
This is our show.
Let's throw
Okay?
Cody into the rough.
Yeah. Fuck Cody.
For
Little
being
milk carton having ass, not being here.
Exactly. Picking Cody at WrestleMania, having his face, in the rough.
Can I throw one more in
Brooks
the rough?
Absolutely.
Brooks Koepka has finished second twice in the Masters, AJ.
Yeah,
He's
good.
won a PGA and a U.S. Open.
He's in the rough. My other in the rough is Shane McMahon's quad.
Hey, while we're at it, my Masters picks.
Yeah, then Ryan's Masters
Let's
pick.
throw Ryan in the rough for not making the cut.
That's right.
Cody's in the rough. Let's put that who should not be named in the rough too.
He's been in the rough for months.
He's been in the rough. That does it for the rough. Picks of the week coming up next.
Our pick of the week.
Welcome back to the Gamers Do Sports podcast. Picks of the week coming at you. NBA playoff preview picks of the week this week. Kicking things off, we'll go to the West first, where we have 1 versus 8, Denver versus whoever wins the play-in game of Dallas and the winner of Oklahoma City and New Orleans. I will take Denver in that one. Josh, who are you taking?
I'll go with Denver with you.
Ryan, who are you taking?
Make it a clean sweep.
So all three of us are going Denver, and Cody is going Denver as well. So that's 4. All right. Going on down to the Memphis Grizzlies versus the LA Lakers. I will take the Grizzlies. Josh?
I'm going Grizzlies because I refuse to cheer for a team that has LeBron James on it.
Bingo. Ryan?
Y'all know my answer. King me. Okay. Lakers.
The Sacramento
John Morant's problems are going to catch up to him, unfortunately.
Yeah, when he's dunking on LeBron's bald spot.
Mm-hmm.
The Sacramento Kings versus the Golden State Warriors. I will take the Warriors in an upset. Josh?
Answer it for me.
Warriors.
There you
Ryan?
go.
Warriors.
God, I don't like this. All three of us are going with an upset. And then Cody is the sole guy who takes Sacramento.
Of course he does.
Sacramento, great story, but if Steph and get hot, look out.
Cody's the kind of guy that would take kickers in the first 2 rounds of a fantasy football draft.
Probably. Oh, you know what? Time out. Did you guys see the Fantasy Football League punishment video where the guy has to take a blow-up doll to the restaurant?
And then they got his woman involved in it?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. I don't care who you are in this league that I run for money. That is our punishment. I'm stealing it from that, and that is happening.
That's amazing is what that is.
It's so awesome. So great.
The fact that the wife got involved with it.
Is that not awesome? That is.
I had a friend at work that thought that she was actually catching him and everything. I'm like, no, dude. I'm like, no, his friends were like, hey, we're going to humiliate him. And she was like, that's terrible. How can I help? And they went, yes.
Is that not product of our other better halves here?
Oh, absolutely.
I can
tell you right now, my wife would do it. 100%. Jessica would 100% do it.
Oh, it'd be great.
What would I do?
There was a video online of a guy who lost in fantasy football, and his punishment was to go to Hooters with a blow-up doll.
Yeah.
And then his wife comes in and flips the fuck out and everything.
Call. I'm only 1 call away.
There you go. Did you hear that?
There we go. She's in. She's absolutely
She's one call away.
Absolutely
I could see her being like, really? You guys are doing that? And how can I help? What, you're okay with us embarrassing him? Absolutely.
That's awesome. That's so great.
Oh,
The next game is the Phoenix Suns and LA Clippers. Give me the Clippers. Give me Doc Rivers and the Clippers. Doc Rivers still there?
I think Doc is still coaching you.
what was it? Clippers and who?
Clippers and Suns. I'll take
Suns.
the Clippers.
I'm gonna go with the Suns. I'm gonna go
Ryan?
with the Suns.
I have to agree with Josh. Going with the Suns.
KD, baby.
Cody went with the Clippers.
Of course he did.
So that does it for the West. Let's move on to the East. It's the Milwaukee Bucks versus the winners of Chicago, Toronto versus Miami. I will take the Milwaukee Bucks. Josh?
Buckaroos in 4.
Ryan?
Is it a
Bucks.
best of 7 series or a best of 5?
I think it's a best of 5 first round, isn't it?
Bucks in 3. Don't care who they play.
I don't really know. Like, this is how shitty of a basketball fan I am. I really don't know. But yeah, let's just go with best of 5. just for shits and
Antetokounmpo
gigs.
is healthy. He's a little pissed off that people are questioning whether or not he's the MVP.
Chris
I think
Middleton a
he's
little
gonna
banged
come in
up
there.
and there.
Yeah, I see him going out there and establishing why he should be the unanimous MVP. I think he goes in there and dunks on people and shows them what a true big man could do.
First round is best of 7, by the way.
Okay, so Bucks
Yeah, they
in
changed
4.
that a few years ago.
Ryan, it changes like every fucking year.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That stupid playing tournament. Don't get me started on that.
Hey, you know what? The play-in tournament is literally the participation trophy of the playoffs now.
Agreed.
Exactly.
MLB does it
Your
now.
8 best teams.
Technically, the
Your 8
NFL
best
does
teams.
it now.
I call it the Cubs rule as a
Cubs
Cubs fan because ever since they did the playoffs, it's like, we might actually get in the playoffs? No. But still, there's good hope.
They all wanted to expand the NFL because of the cancellation of the Kansas City Buffalo game. And if they would have done that, they would have added another playoff team, and the Lions would have done it. So I'd have called it the Lions rule.
I don't know. I hold issue with them canceling that game and not having it count. I'm sorry, but if you're going to do anything, if you can't do anything to establish that, take the 5 best players on that team and do a skills challenge on ESPN. Winner gets the actual W for the team. It'd be memorable. It'd bring publicity. It'd bring viewers.
Take both quarterbacks, do a tic-tac-toe in passing, and whoever wins, that's it.
There you go. Or a Connect 4.
Connect 4.
You know?
The next game is these. Oh, wait. Ryan, who are you picking for the
Bucks. Oh, yeah.
Cody is still picking the Bucks. Celtics, Hawks. I will take the Celtics for obvious reasons, Josh.
You know what? I trust your judgment on this, so I'm going to go Celtics in 5.
Okay, Ryan?
Boston.
Cody also takes Boston.
Boston rises to the occasion in the playoffs. As a franchise, over their history, that's when they play their best basketball.
Truth be told, I think the Celtics go to the finals this year,
But at that point, can we finally say that Tatum has become a bona fide star? He should start getting the respect he deserves.
Underrated player in the NBA, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a fucking homer, but he's underrated. Underrated.
Am I wrong in what I'm saying? Like he everybody says that he's a star, but he needs to start getting the respect that he deserves.
He's got to do it in the playoffs. He's not done it in the playoffs yet, and that's his big drawback. Is when the game's big, he doesn't come up big. He did there was one game last year, I think it was against Brooklyn, where he hit the buzzer beater to win the to win the game. But that was it. That's his most clutch shot he's ever had.
He didn't do anything in the finals either. It was Jaylen Brown in the finals.
Didn't do nothing in the conference finals. It was the Jaylen Brown show, and Jaylen Brown shows that he cannot do it on his own. So if they can have the full team come around this year, I think the Celtics can make a run. I think they're actually the better team, TEAM, than the Milwaukee Bucks, because they have more firepower than the Bucks do. Besides, the Bucks have 2 guys, and I think the Celtics roll 1 through 5 with decent guys. And that, to me, is the difference. But whatever. 76ers, Nets. Fuck. Oh, boy. Give me the 76ers because I don't trust the Nets worth a shit. Josh?
76ers, Joel Embiid
Did it again.
is
God
trying
damn
to
it.
plead his case for why he was chosen for the MVP race. So I see him trying to make a statement there.
Okay.
You know, it's been so long since I watched the 76ers game. Who's on their team? Is the Beard there still?
Embiid, Harden,
Oh no,
Tobias Harris.
man! Hang on, now I'm questioning my decision because Harden's there.
Yeah, like
Ryan, who are you taking?
I got Philly, but I'll get their roster up here in a minute.
Can we also point out that Russell Westbrook has turned his shit around a little bit?
No. Cody's also going Philly. No, sir. Nope, not. I will not stand here for that.
No?
Oh, all right. So they got Embiid, Harden. They got the slam dunk champion.
Random white guy.
Tobias Harris.
Random
that's
white
right.
guy. Oh,
nothing
goodness.
besides Harden and Embiid. Nothing really.
Random white guy.
What's wrong with that? He is. No one knew about that till he got the slam dunk trophy.
The final matchup is the Cleveland Cavaliers and the New York Knicks, which, boy, there's a matchup.
Oh, yeah.
Give me the Knicks just because Knicks.
RJ Barrett, Derrick Rose. I'm going Knicks.
Ryan?
Damn you guys, I hate you both. I
Why,
hate the
so
next
taking
two,
the-
but son,
No,
I'm gonna go. No, I'm gonna go Cavs. I'm gonna go
No,
Cavs. I want to
listen.
switch this up a little bit.
Take them because there's another person who took the other team.
Oh, fine then. I'll take the Knicks.
Cody takes the Cavs, and it's only because he's a LeBron homer and will do anything for LeBron.
I understand that.
LeBron's legacy. Cody, you can also put like some sort of edit there to thumb up me because I'm absolutely correct on that. I'll put it right next to your milk carton photo.
Yep.
That does it for our picks of the week. We're gonna wrap the show. Coming up next. Welcome back to the Gamers Do Sports podcast. Let's just do a quick social media rundown real quick. It is me, AJ, at One Lug TV on Twitter. You can follow the podcast at Gamers Do Sports on Twitter, TikTok. You can find us on Facebook in your search bar. And we have our new YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/at Gamers Do Sports. Give us a subscribe. Get those numbers up for us. We'd really appreciate it. Josh, go ahead.
I am at GDSJosh1 on Twitter. Check out our stuff.
What does that GDS stand for, Josh?
Gamers Do Sports.
I'm sure it does. Ryan, go ahead.
I run call 88 on Twitter. Give us a shout out like AJ and Josh have said. Enjoy the content. Ask questions. Do whatever.
And your Cody, your host with the most, at the NASCody1 on Twitter.
No, delete that out.
Or at the NASCody.
He doesn't get a call out when he's not here.
Did I just say his name? Oh, no, it's just at the NASCody. There we go.
NASCody.
He's probably getting dirt out of his mullet still, isn't he?
Apparently, he's shooting footage for I don't know whether it be a cry for help or a final project, whatever it may be. You know, I wonder if he's walking around with a fucking ascot on.
You're
doing it all wrong.
We're gonna move into the 4 or the 5 or whatever you really want to call this segment. It's really
4 plus Yoko.
It's really
calling it that.
It's really the 3 this week. So
Yoko and Geraldo.
There's an interview. Give it to me.
Absolutely. Which one is more of a douche?
Josh, I thought about you this week for our topic of the 4 or the 5 or the 3, which is what we are this week. And it's something you can sink your teeth into. It is the best sports movie. Being that we're only have 3 people here and our little moderator's not here, we can just go ahead and spitball good movies, good sport movies. We can give our favorites, but we can talk about some other good movies.
Honorable mentions, perhaps.
Josh wants to go first, and I will allow, or Josh wants to go last, and I will allow that. Ryan, go ahead with yours.
All right, like you said, we can elaborate a little bit on this. I thought about it. Mine is Varsity Blues. There was just something about it that stuck out. Not only was good football action, a little bit of drama in it. Just absolutely loved it. Honorable mentions for me: Mighty Ducks 2, and Major League.
Oh, Varsity Blues. I don't want your life. Sorry.
Playing football at West Canaan.
Okay,
Oh.
I listen. I'm gonna break mine down, and you guys can do this too. I'm gonna break mine down into categories.
No,
Okay?
All like
we'll do
drama,
that afterwards.
action.
Well, I cannot pinpoint myself to just one. Like if I gun to the head had to pick just one movie, like just pull the trigger. Like I couldn't. I could not just pick
I'm
one.
the bigger movie nut, and I was able to put it down to one.
So what's yours?
Miracle.
See, I thought Miracle. That was gonna be my hockey one. You
Good movie.
bastard.
Best sports movie of all time. But honorable mentions would be The Program from like '94.
James Caan, great movie.
First movie to ever have it pulled from the movie theaters, to have a scene cut out of it. A lot of people don't know that. Because there was a scene where they were laying on the yellow strips of a highway as cars were flying by as initiation, and some football players did it, and we all know what happens when you play stupid games.
Yeah, you win stupid prizes.
Yeah. You know, purest sports movie of all time would definitely have to be Field of Dreams. You know, but that's Kevin Costner. That's a 3-hour movie making motherfucker. You know, like that's how it is, you know?
Man, this is so tough. So tough. Like, because I want to say, like, the movie I remember watching so much growing up was Happy Gilmore. And just
you
that
are a
whole
golfer.
thing. Like, I want to say Happy Gilmore would be my favorite, like the one I can just watch time and time again and not get tired of it.
How can you like that movie when the hero of the movie lost the tournament in the end?
What do you mean? No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he won the tournament.
No, he didn't.
He won the tournament.
No, the hero of the movie did not win the tournament.
Shooter McGavin was not the hero
win
of the fucking movie,
tournament.
Bro.
Shooter.
Come
on, man.
Shooter.
Like Shooter was
like
the true.
Damn you people! This is golf. Go back to your shanty.
Oh, we can count. It's very good. Come on. He was the true hero.
Oh,
just like
man.
Ralph Macchio was not really the Karate Kid.
I might go lay down by the bay, eat some hay.
I just may.
What do you say?
Guys, and anybody that disagrees with me can kiss my ass about that. Billy Zabka was the true Karate Kid.
Okay. All right. So I'll say Happy Gilmore would be my favorite all-around sports movie
Really?
because that leaves my categories for each one open, and I can pick something else for golf.
You know that Mista Lady? I think I just killed her.
She's dead.
Ben Stiller's first movie, if I'm not mistaken.
What? No.
One of his first movies.
Along Came Polly was his
That was before Along Came Polly.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Even
See the name
Zoolander?
tag? You see the name tag? You're in my world now, Grandma.
That orderly guy seems pretty nice.
My fingers hurt. Oh, well, now your back's going to hurt too because you just pulled landscaping duty.
Anybody else's fingers hurt?
Didn't think so.
Think so.
So, baseball for me is Moneyball. I really like Moneyball. Moneyball would be my favorite baseball one.
There's a couple problems I have with Moneyball. Jonah Hill jiggling the baseball. It makes me uneasy.
Football, honorable mention to The Waterboy because it's another movie I watched the ever loving piss out of as a kid. But
Adam Sandler sports movies for AJ.
But
You got a hard on for Adam
But-
Sandler.
but The Blind Side is my favorite football movie.
Oh, yes. A story about a rich white family picking up a young African American out of the ghetto going, you're part of our family. Let me see you run the 40-yard real quick.
Does no one
Woo!
realize that was
We're
kidnapping?
taking that one right there.
Does no one realize that was kidnapping?
Yeah. He's our
It's not a-
son.
It's not
Don't
a
you see the
puppy.
resemblance? Where's the resemblance? In the scholarship to our Missy's or Old Miss. See the resemblance
Sandra
right there?
Bullock was.
Golf.
She was hot as hell in that movie.
Absolutely.
Sandra Bullock is always good looking, bro.
Yeah.
Always.
She was great in Speed.
There's just something about that movie, though.
Golf is Caddyshack.
Eh.
Caddyshack's awesome, bro.
I would go with Caddyshack. Yeah.
Caddyshack. And then hockey.
Think up.
So Josh said Miracle, so I'm gonna flip it around. Goon. Goon is my favorite hockey.
All right. Well,
It's
then I'm
sports
going
at
to go
its
that
best,
way,
you
too.
lunatic.
That's
wanna
the second
play-
one.
You want to play a game or the game?
I
show,
love the
Matt.
second one.
What's your favorite football movie?
Who's?
You.
The Blind Side.
Waterboy.
Blindside? Okay. Nah. Okay.
I thought you said Waterboy.
He did say Waterboy too. Baseball would have to be Rookie of the Year.
Oh, solid movie.
Solid movie. And for reasons you wouldn't think. I like it more because of the old look of Wrigley and around Wrigleyville and everything. That's why I like it. Because that used to be the locker rooms. That used to be how the field looked. So I kind of get into that.
I wanted
But
to
as
say
far
Major
as,
League for mine too, but Ryan
Like
said it.
bare bones and everything like that, Major League. Yeah. Like I
wanted
always
to say
loved that.
Major League.
Wesley Snipes was great in that movie.
Absolutely.
Willie
And-
Mays Hayes.
And one of the only movies, one of the only sport movies where the sequel wasn't terrible.
Oh, I thought both of them were good.
Yeah,
I don't
both
care
of
what
them were
anybody
really good.
says.
The
What about
third
Back
one,
to the
however,
Minors, man?
we will not talk about Back to the Minors.
Oh,
We
come on.
can
Back
just
to the
forget
Miners
Back
was
to the Minors.
great.
Come on,
dude.
downtown. Come on, downtown.
Downtown.
That's right.
That
If you,
movie
if you
sucked.
throw at me again, I'm going to come out here and I'm going to beat you with this bat.
I watched that movie for the first time maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, and it sucked. It was
Oh,
terrible.
The
that movie
CGI, the CGI
awful.
was terrible too.
I don't
CGI was
care
terrible
about
in
the
it too.
CGI. Like
Okay.
the whole thing was bad. Just
Okay.
awful movie.
Moving
Good awful
on.
movie.
Moving on. Football, I like your pick, Ryan, with Varsity Blues, but I'm going to have to go with Rudy.
He was offsides.
Fuck you. And the horse you rode in on. And the person you bought the horse from.
Hockey.
Hockey, I would have to go Mighty Ducks or Slapshot.
I figured someone would say Slapshot.
You know,
Slapshot.
golf, the Caddyshack,
Caddyshack.
by far, Caddyshack.
How do you not pick Caddyshack?
Basketball.
I didn't think about
Joanna Man.
basketball.
Joanna Man.
Basketball.
Joanna Man.
I'm gonna go with two. One of them you've heard of, one of them you haven't. Basketball, White Men Can't Jump, or Above the Rim.
I remember that
Throw
one.
I'm gonna throw one out here for basketball, and you're gonna hate me after I say it.
What?
Hustle.
Hustle? I haven't seen it yet. How about The Air up
Neither-
there with Kevin
neither.
Bacon?
See, I said Hustle, and it's an Adam Sandler flick, and I know you're gonna say something.
Oh, of course. Of course.
How about 8 Crazy Nights? That was a great basketball movie.
That was great.
What about Joanna Man?
Wait,
Come on,
we're
now.
forgetting
Joanna
one
Man.
sport.
Boxing, it's Rocky. Done.
No, the Hurricane. Or Ali.
What was the one with De Niro in it?
Raging Bull.
Raging Bull. It's another one.
Yes, sir.
Days of
Josh.
Thunder.
Ryan, what do you have? Buddy?
Yeah, what's up? Days of Thunder, man. Come on. Honorable
I mean,
mention.
Days of Thunder, yeah.
Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights was good.
Talladega Nights. Days of Thunder would be my racing one.
Chicken bait.
Yes, mine too.
Herbie Fully Loaded, not a bad one either. Lindsay Lohan.
Anyways,
She was like underage in that one, Ryan, but okay.
She is what I would think a STD would look like walking around.
Actually, I'm curious now. How old was Lindsay Lohan
oh,
she
there's
was like
Herbie.
22 probably.
and Herbie?
No, if he came out and said the Parrot Trap, then I would
She
be
was
worried.
18. 18.
If he was
Just
like,
made
you know,
it.
when she was hot, the Parent Trap, then I would be worried.
That's true.
I'd be
That's
like,
true.
okay.
She was
we
18
have
when she
to-
filmed Herbie and Mean Girls, and Mean Girls is the shit.
Dude,
Oh
Jessica
yeah.
would love you just by that statement.
She would love me just by that statement.
Yes.
Oh,
Said Mean
dude.
Girls is the shit. The movie.
Dude,
You gotta
Santa's
smile.
Little Helpers. Dude, Santa's Little Helpers.
I
Settle
love when
down,
they kick the
Ryan.
radio into the front row. Gets me every time.
We forgot
Honorable
a soccer
mention.
movie.
Or the she doesn't
Bend
even
it like
go here.
Beckham.
No, I
Bend it
don't.
like
The
Beckham.
Ladybugs. with
Yeah, oh
Rodney
yeah,
Dangerfield.
yeah.
Did you say soccer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got
Green
nothing.
Street
Kicking and
Hooligans.
screaming.
Kicking and screaming. Will Ferrell is good.
Green Street
Blades
Hooligans.
of Glory.
Air Bud.
Blades of Glory.
There you go.
Or like Mike with Little Bow Wow.
I was gonna say like Mike for basketball, and I was like, no.
Wait a minute. Fuck all of you. The Sandlot.
That Sandlot's a great movie. It's just not. I love The Sandlot. I will watch it whenever it is on. It's just not my favorite movie. I have
didn't
more
grow up with
nostalgic
it.
feel. I have more nostalgic feel watching The Sandlot than I do, for saying something's my favorite movie, because The Sandlot's probably the very first sports movie I ever watched. So it's
Oh,
a
no.
nostalgic thing for me.
Major League, I believe, was my first. Either that or God, my dad liked sports movies, so like we watched a lot of them, and I got into them too.
Was
Play
it
It to the Bone. Remember that movie?
Was it Major League 1 or 2 where it had the Asians working on the mountain? It's like they're still
Part
shitty.
one, and they did it in both.
First one.
They're
No,
still
they did them in
shitty.
both.
It's great every
Fuck Sush. Yep. Yes, dude. I always explain my Chicago Cub fandom to that of Randy Quaid in Major League. Or like they'll blow it in the playoffs. Like they're gonna, it's done. They suck.
I told you it's
Show
spring
up
training. And at the end,
every
yep.
freaking game. Like he finally realized in like the 9th inning of the World Series game that maybe they're gonna do okay. Like, yeah.
Fuck you,
Here's
Joe.
an honorable sportsman. Ready to Rumble.
Ready to Rumble is a good one.
Ready to Rumble.
How about the
David
Wrestler
Arquette
with Mickey
movie
Rourke?
when-
Awesome movie. Fantastic movie.
that movie was kind of rough, man. That was like a biography of Jerry Lynn or whatever it is, but I think that's like every indie wrestler at or over 50, you know?
Ryan, you didn't go through your categories, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, football, obviously Varsity Blues, hockey, Mighty Ducks 1 and 2. Put them as a tie. Baseball, gotta go Major League, gotta go Classic. Golf, Tin Cup.
Tin Cup's
And then-
a great movie.
Yep.
Tin Cup's
Love
an
the movie.
awesome movie.
And then,
Oh,
yeah.
There's some honorable mentions we didn't think about. Poker, I'd have to go with Rounders.
Oh God, Rounders is so good.
Pool,
That could not have been good for you. All your dreams.
going. Yes.
You can't believe what fell.
Yes. You're like one of them young ones coming in quick. So unsatisfied.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
Yes, dude. Told you that was a
Hoosiers.
good movie.
Such a good movie.
Hoosiers.
Let's not forget Pool. Let's not forget Pool. The Color of Money. Great movie.
Dodgeball.
Bowling, The Big Lebowski.
Kingpin.
Oh,
Oh, and I've not seen Kingpin yet.
I
Love
think
it.
I put that on the list for
It's
you.
on the list. I just haven't watched it yet.
Yes, dude. It's amazing. It's
Friday
have
Night
you ever even
Lights.
heard about the premise of it? Woody Harrelson is a washed-up professional bowler that got his hand taken because Bill Murray fucked him over in the beginning of the movie.
Hang on.
And
Going back to Rounders, Josh.
Yeah,
Edward Norton is such a prick.
Worm. Come on, man.
Awful.
He's one of my
Awful.
favorite actors.
He caused poor Matt Damon too much trouble in that movie.
Matt
End
Damon.
of
Matt
honorable
Damon.
sports medal. Basketball.
Basketball. I did that too. Where, I stole a line from that movie when my best friend moved to Italy. I came into the house after going to Indianapolis to hang out with him for the last time before he moved, and I came into my house I opened Chris's door without even warning him. I'm like, congratulations, bitch, you're my new best friend. And without fail, he looked at me and goes, are we going to go to the zoo? Like, I was like, yes, okay, cool, we're good. And turned around and walked. I'm telling you, man, that movie is great.
Awesome.
I don't know why I hang out with you guys. Because you're a piece of shit.
Yeah. About you insult me 13 or 14 more times, and I'm out of here.
I'm out of here. Place is a
Hey, is this
shithole
my
anyway.
bed? No, that's what is it? What's the dog's name?
Jenkins.
That's Jenkins' bed. Your bed is over here. Dude, I'm gonna bring a chick home to that. Dude, you couldn't bring a chick home if you had a $100 bill hanging out of your zipper.
Yeah, I could.
Yes, I could. Dude, you're a little bitch. I am not a little bitch. Yeah, but you're a piece of shit.
I don't know if we're gonna get a copy strike for that or not. But that was entertaining. That's why I kept it going.
A copyright strike.
Copyright these.
All I have to say is theater. It was a performance.
Best blackjack movie was 21.
Blackjack movie? No. I'm gonna throw one out there for no reason. Gone in 60 Seconds. That felt like a sports movie.
Best horse racing movie was A Bronx Tale.
Fucking mush.
Yeah.
We've been mushed.
Welcome to the city of Las Vegas.
All hope from that.
The International Dodgeball Tournament.
Oh,
dodgeball is dodgeball. I think that's obvious.
Yes. I'm waiting for a drama cornhole movie.
Can I start it?
Yes.
Bet.
Absolutely.
All right, you guys got anything else to add this week? It's an hour and a half already.
I'm done.
Negative.
You're done. You guys are done. All right. Well, you know what? How about we'll just catch you here next week and
yeah.
see you. We out. See you next week. Thanks for watching.
Later.